Hey party people, welcome to my channel, or perhaps welcome back to my channel. This is KK All Night. Here I focus on style, fashion, and outfit inspiration. If that sounds like something you would be interested in, please consider commenting, liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell so you never miss an upload. I currently upload every Sunday, but I am working toward every Sunday and Wednesday. And that is exactly what this is. It is a Wednesday upload. So this is just going to be a short video. I wanted to talk about a topic that I've noticed is a recent trend. So first, as you know, I like to film outside. The light is gorgeous, but it's really bright out here. So if I'm squinting, you can see why. So what I'm going to be talking about today, let me just try to adjust this camera just a little for you, are faux leather versus real leather. And I feel like within these past couple of years, it has become a really big trend to use faux leather. Now, I am a Gen Xer, I am 50-ish, so I can tell you, when I was growing up, it was the kiss of death to have pleather. We didn't even call it vegan leather or faux leather, it was pleather, and it was not cool. Only 100% real leather. I mean, Wilson's had a chokehold on us. I think there's a picture of me from, had to be high school. I will try to find it, and if I do, I'll pop it up right here. I had a leather trench coat. You couldn't tell me anything. And I think we could definitely thank movies like Boomerang for some of that inspiration, but having real leather, there was nothing like it. So today, what I'm finding is a trend toward people preferring pleather. But for this video, I'll call it by what it's known now, which is vegan leather or faux leather. And all it is plastic. Now, I've heard people say that it's more sustainable, lasts longer. I don't feel that is the case. When I thrift, I find leather pieces that are clearly not from a year or two ago, but you know, maybe 10 plus years, just based on the styling and it being Wilson leather and the brands and things like that, and they are still in pristine condition. I think leather definitely wears better. I think it keeps you better insulated, and it's not going to peel. I have purchased faux leather products, and within 2-3 years they start to peel. Going back to leather being more breathable, it is a natural fabric, so with the plastic faux leather, if it is warm outside, if there's going to be any type of sweating going on, you do not want to be in that, because it is not going to be pleasant. I will say that lately here I have noticed that the quality of faux leather has been getting better, and to that end I have a couple of pieces here that I wanted to share with you, so we could just do like kind of a comparison. So first I'm going to hold up 2 pairs of pants, both black. Let me come up closer. Now, one is leather and one is faux leather. So let's see if you could tell which. Let me give you a close-up of this one. Now let me give you a close-up of this one. And I will give you a minute or two to comment down below which one you think is real. The one that is on my right or the one that is on my left. The one on the right has the white pads and the one on the left has the cream pads. And just FYI, these pads are actually, ooh, something just flew in my eye, y'all. These pads are actually bra pads that you would get in your bra, which I do not need. And I use them so that the clip doesn't leave a print in your leather or your faux leather materials. So I'm going to try both of these on for you. I just threw on some little joggers under here. Now, while they are both black pants, the style of each is a little bit different, but I thought they were similar enough that we could, you know, do a great comparison. So, I will tell you that right now, I am putting on the faux leather. Now, when I first went to compare these two, the first thing that stuck out to me is the pliability of the faux leather. It is buttery soft, which is something that you would want your leather to be. I did note that the real leather, I wouldn't say crunchy. Crunchy is not the word. Actually, these are still quite soft, but just not as buttery as these. And that could be a function of age of these. So the real leather ones are by a company called Cedars. 100% leather. And I believe these faux ones are Ann Taylor. I'm already starting to sweat in them. I mean, it is a bright sunny day out, but this is how they're falling. This is how they're hanging. Now, these are a little bit big for me, so we have to take that into consideration when we look at how they're falling. But, you know, I purchased these with them being big because the oversized look, you can work with that. It could work. I could belt it. I could wear it purposely baggy, low on my hips. The only thing is these are 18, so they are a little bit low on the crotch. And so I have styled them once or twice, but at this point, since I'm still losing a little bit of weight, I'm wondering if I will just donate them back. So like I said, both are thrifted. So I'm going to take these off, and we'll try on the real leather ones. So yeah, I'd be interested to know, comment below, if you guys are faux leather, team faux leather, or team real leather, and why. Now, the real leather has a more tapered fit. They have pockets. The faux leather had a button. These do not. So I do have to jump a little bit to get it on the back side. There we go. But they fit, I promise you. So these are more like cigarette style. I love a pocket. I was a little disappointed that these didn't have pockets in them. So yeah, these are Ann Taylor. Like I said, well, they are buttoned and they have this snap closure, which some days I like it, some days I don't, and a button. So these are the real leather. Let me turn around. I do feel like maybe the real leather is noisier, if that makes sense. So when I walk, you might hear it a little bit, but 100% of the time, I'm going to go with the real leather. Like I said, I think it wears better. I think for breathability, it's better. For durability, it's better. And for looks, it's better. Because while this happened to be a good pair of faux leather pants, a lot of the times they just look really plasticky, and you can tell. So these next two I want to compare. It's not actually leather and leather. It's one that I think is a good faux leather and one that I think is less quality faux leather. So let's bring them up close. They are very similar. This is kind of like a rose color short, and this is more of a burgundy color short. So again, I'll put each one up so you could take a look. And you know, it may be kind of hard since this is a video to see the quality aspects, but we'll do that and show you the back. And then I will try both of these on. So I will tell you full disclosure, these are from Shein, and these are thrifted from Zara. And again, one pair is a little bit big on me now. So when we're looking at the fit, we cannot, well, I mean, obviously you have to look at how it fits, but the fact that one may be a little bit baggier is just because of the cut and because it's a little bit bigger on me now. So let's go with the Shein first. No pockets. There is a zipper on the side. When I first purchased these, I don't think I ever really needed to use the zipper. So these are okay. Like I said, they're a little bit big now, long in the crotch, but if it weren't for that fact, I would still style these. So let me come up close, give a little twirl, and obviously when we're talking about breathability, if you have leather shorts or leather vest, obviously if it's warmer weather, that's going to be a better option than if you're wearing perhaps a leather dress or leather pants. So again, and in case I don't remember if I said it, I think the Zara brand is definitely better quality. And it may be a little bit biased because I just like the style better. You have this paper bag, waistband, pockets. Also, usually you'll find this, like, I don't know, it looks like fake suede on the inside when you have the faux leathers. So let's slip these on and see how they compare. And same with this, but with the Sheen, it's a different color. And with the Zara, it's the same color, given the same color as the outside of the shorts. So these fit better. So obviously, there might be a little bit more bias towards saying these look better, but truly, I think just the quality of the faux leather. Sorry guys, didn't mean to have my boobs up all in your face. I think the quality of the leather on the Zara brand is a bit better. Now, I have yet to thrift a pair of genuine leather shorts. I'm not opposed to it. I just haven't found them yet. I have found blazers. I have found coats, trench coat. I found mid-length coats. I found skirts. I found pants. So yeah, a brown and a black pair of pants. I found the trenches black. I found a blazer, brown, black, and a deep maroon or a deep burgundy. I found a cropped tan leather vest. And you know, maybe that could be another video. All of my thrifted leather pieces. I don't remember the last time I purchased leather from a retail store. At this point, it's just no need to. So let me do a twirl. And obviously, what some might say is a benefit actually of the faux leather is laundering it. So with faux leather, you can put them in the washing machine, obviously not the dryer, and obviously you cannot iron it. And speaking of ironing, just side note, again, Gen Xer here, I don't like my stuff to be wrinkly, and a lot of times, unless you pull it right out of the dryer, it's going to be wrinkly. And a lot of my clothes I still hang dry because I don't care what anyone says, the dryer shrinks your clothes. So if it's a nice t-shirt that I really like or whatever it is, I will 9 times out of 10 let it air dry instead of putting it in the wash. Now my kids' clothes, they all go in the washing machine. So with ironing these days though, you got to be careful. I went to iron a pair of jeans and the seam part apparently was not cotton. I don't know if it had some type of plastic material woven in there, but it got a stain, like burned my iron, so I was not happy about that. Just a little observation, a little tip: when you're ironing, check the composition of your materials and maybe do a little test patch, because A, you don't want to mess up your iron, but even worse, you don't want to put a hole in your clothes. So anyway, back to this. When you launder this, you toss it in the wash, hang it up to dry. Now with real leather, it is very, very, very expensive to clean. So what I do with my real leather that I thrift, if it is leather, then I will turn the garment inside out and literally wipe out the lining with Lysol, and then I will sun it. If you've watched my channel before, I sun my shoes. I'm actually sunning some shoes that I talked about before. Sorry guys, my battery cut off, so I just wanted to show you I am sunning some shoes that I recently thrifted. Then to clean the actual leather part, I have leather cleaner and I have leather conditioner. I usually use Coach. I have some from Michael Kors that I'll be testing as well. Now for suede, so I will turn that inside out and again wipe the lining and sun the lining. But suede, you cannot use the leather cleaner. So I have a suede brush. It's essentially a metal brush. It has very rough bristles, and I will basically comb the suede and then brush the suede. I went to, when I first started back thrifting, I went to get a suede jacket cleaned, and she basically told me, you know, we can't give you a price until we send it away, but once you send it away, you are locked into paying whatever price that is. And she looked at it, she said that would probably be at least $100. And I'm thinking, lady, I paid what, $6 for this? There's no way I'm paying $100 to have it cleaned. And so I did some research, and that's how I kind of developed my method for cleaning my leather. So there you have it. My opinion is real leather is always better, but I do recognize that sometimes you see something really cute and it is faux leather, and you know, faux leather has come a long way and it does look pretty decent. So obviously I am not opposed to wearing faux leather, but preference is always going to be real leather. So if you guys enjoyed this post, please again consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. If there are other topics within the realm of fashion and style that you want to see me talk about, please comment that down below as well, because I am a new YouTuber and I'm still trying to grow my channel, so I appreciate all the love. All right, you guys, be safe out there.